Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to our channel, where we offer useful spiritual insights to help you navigate your twin flame journey. The twin flame journey is a spiritual expedition unlike any other. It delves deep into the heart, revealing both the beauty and the shadows within. One of the most perplexing aspects of this path is the phenomenon of the divine masculine pushing away the divine feminine. This dynamic can feel heartbreaking, confusing, and even unfair to the divine feminine, who often experiences this as rejection or abandonment. However, when understood from a higher perspective, it becomes clear that this push-pull dynamic serves a profound purpose in the grand tapestry of spiritual growth and union. In this video, we will reveal the reasons behind the divine masculine's retreat, dissecting the spiritual, emotional, and psychological layers that underpin this behavior. Let's start. At the core of the twin flame relationship lies an intense, energetic connection. This connection is so profound that it illuminates every hidden aspect of your being, including the wounds, fears, and unresolved emotions that lie buried within. When twin flames meet, their souls recognize each other instantly. However, this recognition does not guarantee immediate harmony. The intensity of this bond often activates deep-seated fears, particularly within the divine masculine. The divine masculine represents the aspect of the soul that is more grounded in the material realm, often carrying a heightened focus on logic, structure, and external responsibilities. When confronted with the overwhelming energy of the twin flame connection, the divine masculine may feel unprepared, inadequate, or even threatened. The instinct to push away is not rooted in a lack of love, but in an overwhelming fear of what this connection demands: profound transformation. This phase, often referred to as the runner-chaser dynamic, serves a vital purpose. It compels both counterparts to confront their individual shadows, fostering growth and alignment with their highest selves. For the divine feminine, understanding that this push is not a rejection, but a reflection of the divine masculine's inner struggle is crucial. This realization can shift the experience from one of despair to one of compassion and patience. At the heart of the divine masculine's retreat is fear, an insidious and powerful force that can cause even the most grounded and confident individuals to falter. The twin flame connection, by its very nature, invites the divine masculine to confront these deep-rooted fears, often leading them to a place of internal turmoil. Vulnerability, which is essential for true connection, can feel like an insurmountable challenge for the divine masculine, who has often been conditioned to suppress or control his emotions in order to navigate the world. In many ways, the divine masculine's resistance is not a rejection of the divine feminine's love, but a fear of what surrender to that love might reveal about themselves. Vulnerability, by its nature, requires the release of control, a surrender to the unknown, and an openness to raw emotional exposure. For the divine masculine, who is often taught from an early age to be self-reliant, logical, and stoic, this vulnerability can feel deeply unsettling. It is as though the walls of their self-constructed identity are crumbling, leaving them exposed and without the familiar armor that once protected them. The twin flame connection demands that these emotional walls be dismantled so that both souls can merge in their purest, most authentic form. This is an incredibly difficult and often frightening task, especially when the divine masculine is used to operating from a place of self-protection, prioritizing logic and practicality over emotional expression. The fear of losing control is one of the strongest motivators behind the divine masculine's retreat. Control provides a sense of stability, a sense of safety in a world that can often feel unpredictable and overwhelming. The intensity of the twin flame bond can shake the very foundation of this sense of control. The divine masculine may feel as though they are being pulled into a spiritual vortex, an emotional space where they can no longer maintain the structure and certainty that they rely on. When faced with this fear of being swept away by the immense emotional depth of the connection, the divine masculine's instinct may be to withdraw, retreat, and reassert control over their life. It is a knee-jerk reaction to the overwhelming tide of emotions they can no longer manage or compartmentalize. This withdrawal is not indicative of a lack of love. Rather, it is a defense mechanism that shields the divine masculine from confronting the vulnerability they are being called to embrace. The divine feminine, with her unyielding love, holds up a mirror to the divine masculine's deepest wounds, wounds that they may have long buried in order to avoid confronting painful truths about themselves. These wounds are often tied to past experiences, childhood neglect or trauma, or societal messages about what it means to be masculine. The divine feminine's love is so pure and unconditional that it exposes these insecurities, forcing the divine masculine to reckon with their feelings of inadequacy. For the divine masculine, the awareness of unworthiness that emerges during this time can be a daunting experience. They may feel unworthy of the love they are receiving because they perceive themselves as broken, flawed, or unhealed. The depth of the divine feminine's love often shines a light on the divine masculine's emotional scars, revealing the places they have not yet healed. This confrontation with their own vulnerability and unhealed wounds can be overwhelming, as it calls them to go deep within and face the very parts of themselves that they have worked so hard to ignore or repress. The divine masculine's instinctual retreat is a way to protect themselves from feeling exposed, judged, or unworthy. It is a temporary defense, a way for them to cope with the overwhelming emotions and self-doubt that arise when they are confronted with the enormity of the connection. They need time and space to process the revelations brought about by the twin flame union, and this retreat offers them the opportunity to do so. The divine feminine's role during this time is not to chase or demand answers, but rather to hold space for the divine masculine's journey, offering love and support from a distance. It is important for her to recognize that this period of separation is not a personal affront, but a necessary phase of the divine masculine's healing. During this retreat, the divine feminine is also called to reflect on her own wounds, particularly those tied to abandonment, rejection, or feelings of inadequacy. This period provides an opportunity for both partners to heal individually, building their own strength and resilience before they can reunite in a balanced and harmonious way. The divine feminine's task is to deepen her own healing, embracing her worth and power as she continues to evolve spiritually. By doing so, she strengthens her ability to hold space for the divine masculine's transformation and, in turn, aids in their eventual reunion. Surrender is often regarded as one of the most transformative aspects of the twin flame journey. It is an act of letting go of ego-based fears and attachments, allowing the flow of love and spiritual transformation to take center stage. However, surrender is not an easy feat, particularly for the divine masculine, who has been conditioned by society to prioritize control, independence, and rationality over emotional expression and vulnerability. The concept of surrender often feels foreign and threatening to the divine masculine because it challenges everything they have been taught to value. For the divine masculine, surrender can feel like a loss of identity or a relinquishing of power. Society has long equated masculinity with strength, autonomy, and emotional restraint, creating a framework that encourages individuals to solve problems, set goals, and navigate life with determination and independence. When faced with the twin flame connection, which demands emotional openness, spiritual growth, and a willingness to let go of the ego, the divine masculine may feel as though they are being asked to relinquish their sense of self. This can trigger deep resistance, as surrender requires a profound trust in the process and the unknown, a trust that may feel difficult to muster when the divine masculine is rooted in their material and egoic identity. The twin flame journey is a spiritual initiation that asks both counterparts to release their attachments to outcomes, expectations, and the need for control. For the divine masculine, pushing away the divine feminine is often an unconscious attempt to regain a sense of stability and control when the connection feels overwhelming. The divine masculine may attempt to avoid surrendering to the flow of love by resisting the connection, choosing to retreat rather than face the emotional upheaval that this surrender would require. However, surrender is not about passivity. It is an active process of allowing. It involves releasing the need to dictate the terms of the connection, letting go of control, and allowing the relationship to unfold in divine timing. The divine masculine must learn to trust the flow of energy between them and their twin flame, understanding that surrendering to this flow does not diminish their power, but rather enhances their spiritual evolution. Surrender is a pathway to wholeness, where the divine masculine can embrace both their strength and vulnerability, integrating these aspects of themselves in harmony. At the same time, surrender is a reciprocal process that requires balance. While the divine masculine works through their resistance and learns to surrender, the divine feminine must also practice surrender in her own way. For her, this may mean releasing expectations about the timing of reunion or the specific form the union will take. She must learn to detach from the outcome and trust that her twin flame will return when both individuals are ready for the union to occur. This detachment is not a withdrawal of love, but a conscious choice to release control over the narrative of the journey. The balance between surrender and detachment is essential for the growth of both individuals. As the divine masculine surrenders to the transformative power of love, the divine feminine can focus on her own spiritual development, maintaining her energetic integrity while remaining open to reunion. Both individuals must learn to trust the divine timing of the connection, understanding that the separation serves a purpose in their spiritual evolution. By allowing each other the space to grow individually, they create a foundation of mutual respect, trust, and spiritual alignment that will ultimately lead to union. The divine masculine's resistance often stems from more than just personal fears and insecurities. It can also be linked to ancestral and societal patterns. Generations of patriarchal conditioning have created deep wounds in the collective masculine psyche. These wounds manifest as an aversion to emotional vulnerability, a tendency to suppress feelings, and a disconnection from the spiritual self. In the twin flame journey, the divine masculine is called to heal these collective wounds, breaking free from the chains of societal expectations and reconnecting with their authentic self. This is no small task, and it often requires a period of retreat and introspection. By pushing away the divine feminine, the divine masculine creates the space needed to undertake this transformative work. The divine feminine, meanwhile, has her own role to play in this process. By holding space with unconditional love and focusing on her own growth, she contributes to the collective healing of the masculine energy. Her strength and resilience serve as a beacon, guiding the divine masculine back to the connection when the time is right. Separation is one of the most painful aspects of the twin flame journey, but it is also one of the most transformative. It forces both counterparts to confront their deepest fears, heal their wounds, and grow into their highest selves. For the divine masculine, pushing away the divine feminine creates the necessary distance to process their emotions and undertake the inner work required for union. During this phase, the divine feminine is often called to focus on self-love, self-care, and spiritual growth. This is not a time of waiting or longing, but of empowerment and transformation. By shifting the focus inward, the divine feminine aligns with her own divinity, raising her vibration and preparing for eventual reunion. It is important to trust the divine timing of this process. The twin flame journey is orchestrated by the soul, and every phase serves a purpose. Separation is not the end of the connection, but a necessary step on the path to union. Reunion occurs when both the divine masculine and divine feminine have achieved a state of inner balance and alignment. This requires healing, growth, and the integration of both masculine and feminine energies within each individual. The divine masculine must learn to embrace vulnerability, surrender to the connection, and step into their authentic self. The divine feminine must cultivate patience, detachment, and unconditional love. Union is not merely a romantic partnership. It is a sacred union of souls, a merging of energies that creates a powerful force for spiritual awakening and transformation. This journey is not about fixing or changing each other, but about becoming the best version of yourself and inspiring your counterpart to do the same. As you navigate the challenges of the twin flame journey, remember that every phase serves a higher purpose. The divine masculine's retreat is not a rejection, but a reflection of their own inner struggle. By approaching this phase with compassion, understanding, and a focus on your own growth, you can transform the pain of separation into a catalyst for profound spiritual evolution. The twin flame journey, especially the dynamic where the divine masculine pushes away the divine feminine, is a profound spiritual lesson in patience, self-awareness, and unconditional love. At its core, this journey is about transformation, of both individuals and the connection itself. What feels like rejection or abandonment in the moment is, in truth, an invitation to rise above the patterns of ego and fear, stepping into a state of wholeness and divine alignment. To expand the understanding of this phenomenon, we recognize that every twist and turn in the twin flame journey is designed to lead both counterparts back to their authentic selves. This journey is not linear. It is a sacred dance of energies, where the ebb and flow create opportunities for deeper understanding and profound shifts in consciousness. The Divine Masculine's retreat serves as a mirror, reflecting areas in need of healing, not only within themselves, but also within the Divine Feminine. The experience teaches both counterparts to trust the divine process, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. This process calls for unwavering faith, not only in the connection, but also in yourself and the divine plan orchestrating your union. Faith does not mean blind hope. It means anchoring yourself in the knowledge that everything happening now is for your highest good. When you allow yourself to fully embrace the lessons of this journey, you transcend the surface level pain of separation and begin to glimpse the greater picture. A love so vast and transformative that it touches not only your lives, but also the collective consciousness of humanity. Moreover, the twin flame connection is a journey into the depths of your soul's purpose. It compels you to look beyond the traditional understanding of relationships, urging you to consider the ways in which your growth and healing ripple outward. This connection serves as a catalyst, not just for personal transformation, but for the awakening of collective energies that have long been dormant. By navigating the challenges with grace and perseverance, you are contributing to a much larger spiritual mission, one that extends far beyond the personal union. In moments of doubt, it's essential to remember that separation is never truly separation. The bond between twin flames is eternal and exists beyond the constraints of time and space. Whether you are physically together or apart, the energy of the connection continues to flow, offering guidance and strength. The Divine Masculine's journey is their own, but it is intricately woven with yours, creating a tapestry that will eventually culminate in union, not only with one another, but also with the divine essence within. Ultimately, this journey is a call to embody love in its purest form. It is not just about romantic union. It is about becoming a living expression of divine love, inspiring others to awaken to their own inner light. The challenges, the pain, and the moments of longing are all stepping stones to a greater understanding of yourself, your counterpart, and the infinite potential of your soul. As you walk this path, know that every step brings you closer to the divine harmony that lies at the heart of this connection. Trust in the process, trust in the divine timing, and above all, trust in the transformative power of love.